What are your thoughts on my blog?
Thoughts on the blog? The blog is fantastic. It's come to a level 4 work, and that is because at every stage of the process, whether it's initial research, whether it's research findings and how that helps your planning, the development of your idea through all the different creative stages, the planning documentation, whether it's the organisation of your time, of human resources and physical resources, and the actual creation and construction of your work through all the different drafts. Every part of it, you describe what you've done really clearly, you explain the creative process, you explain what you're learning from it, you use appropriate language. Every point you make is illustrated with textual reference to existing texts, to your own work, you talk about what the whole group is doing in your individual role as well. So everything I could possibly expect you to put on there is on there in detail, articulate, intelligent, insightful, self-aware, absolutely stunning on the research and planning side. And you carry that through the evaluation questions as well. Again, every single part of all 4 questions, you answer them honestly, with insight. You describe what you've learned, you show how you've used technologies, you show a great awareness of the forms and conventions of music videos, of magazine adverts, of digipacks, and you describe the process of how you've created something using your research to create a product which looks like the real thing, and then you put them side by side and the quality of your work shines through. You've also used a really wide range of ICT and presentational devices, so pie charts, diagrams, screen grabs, GIFs, videos, to make it obvious even for someone like me, not only how hard you've worked, but also how much you have learned about yourself as a creative student and about the process of promoting a piece of music as well. So overall, for the research and planning, you're in level 4. For the evaluation, you're on the cusp of level 3 and level 4. It remains to be seen with your last post whether or not you end up in level 4, but it's right on the border. In that case, your overall coursework submission, including the actual practical work, is an A grade, and that is fully deserved. You are a top student, you work really hard, and you are learning and learning all the time. Congratulations.
So what do you think about my digipack?
It looks like a digipack. I could imagine walking into a record store, if such things existed, or going online, and I could imagine picking up a product that looks like yours. It is slick, all the forms and conventions, the strong, bold cover, the use of design features that kind of symbiotically pull the 4 panels together, the use of Photoshop, the way you've selected the image, the use of post-production, visual effects, filters, the integration of the visual graphic style with the text across all 4 panels is really high order, so level 4 work.
What's your thoughts on my music video?
Now this is an interesting one. Initially I had real concerns about the music video because it looked like a travel video. Although I know the concept for it was a kind of journey, but when we looked at the quite recent draft, I thought it was a good piece of work, and I thought it did a good job of bringing the song to life, and the editing process sort of reflected the beat and the structure of the song. But it wasn't particularly to my taste, and I could see that it did what that kind of video is supposed to do, but I didn't love it. But as a group, and I think you in particular have driven this, you've really listened to advice, and what you've done is you've bookended it with really strong opening and closing sections, which make the whole thing make more sense, and still in quite an implicit way you've made it more clear this is about somebody going on a journey, a physical journey, but also an emotional journey, which I know that sounds a little bit ridiculous, but that's clearly the concept you're working on, and you convey that really well. I also like the addition of the sort of text message. I think you've incorporated that really nicely, and again it speaks directly to your target audience. So it looks like a music video, you've used all the right forms and conventions, and you very, very clearly address your target audience, and you capture the genre element. So again, it's ended up being a really strong piece of work. Low level 4, but level 4, and that means excellent. So again, congratulations.